So, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are all doing well. Everyone is waiting. We are here. Stream is going. Let me make the cam a little bit bigger. Yeah. Perfect. Amazing. How you guys doing? How is everyone? FOMC was crazy, right? But what Hamza was saying played out perfectly. We literally came to the daily imbalance fill. This is the black line right here. And from there on, we pumped up heavily. Did anyone trade FOMC, guys? Anyone who traded FOMC? I mean, I don't know if this was even tradable. Probably the spread was huge. To get in here was probably impossible. And then all the way from the PDH, boom, to the downside, swept the all-time high. 3700 got tapped as well. So we are in a very tricky situation now, because the thing is, now the sells could be in play, because we do have a structure break in here, from here, right here, on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, on the 4, let me close this right here as well. So on the 4 hour, it's very tricky now, very, very tricky. We have a 4 hour MC right here and another one right here. So we will see if this will be enough to go make price go down. But I do think still that going with the buys will be way easier than sells, you know. So right here, for example, indicator gave a short, but it's a heavy counter trend, so that's why probably didn't play out. And look at this big move right here, guys. I mean, super heavy move. Manipulation candle from the FVG. You get in right here, and you get a free R just like that. Crazy move. Crazy move. Nope, didn't get a setup, to be honest. Okay. I mean, to be honest, there was not much to trade, I think. Like, even if I'm looking at it right now, to get in a setup right here, pretty tough, you know. Stop losses are so big. Let me do the bearish FVGs in here a little bit. Bring it down. Perfect. Yeah. Anyone else who traded FOMC or not traded it? I mean, not trading FOMC in itself is already pretty good, I would say, you know, like, because many people, they force trades with FOMC and then they lose, yeah, a lot of their equity, which is not necessary at all, you know. Because usually you will get much easier setups after FOMC, just like this one during London. The XAL trader also M5 MC in London. Oh, okay, you got this one, huh? Yeah, that's a beautiful trade. So if you got this trade right here, you banked some really nice profits. I didn't take it, unfortunately. I didn't see it, but crazy entry. Simon, I like to just watch the news. I find it interesting. Yeah, that's good. That's good discipline right there. If you can watch the news without like taking a trade, that shows that you have some good discipline, you know, which is super essential for a trader. That's actually something that many traders are lacking, you know, like to be just disciplined and not take a trade when the market is moving like crazy. Look at this 5-minute candle. Like I think it's been a while since we had an FOMC like this, going down and then up 500 pips and then going down again. If you guys measure this range, it is more than 1000 pips, you know. It's a pretty huge move, I would say, you know. There was some serious volume, you know, even though the change was not that much either, you know. So yeah, so let's see. For now, markets are quite calm. Let's see what's gonna happen. And how is everything else? What you guys are doing? How's the week going for now? Let's see what's gonna happen. So let's do a plan for the session. So based on the 4-hour candle, which is coming from London, I would prefer the buys still, but we are fighting the daily manipulation candle from yesterday, but that can easily be a trap since we are at all-time highs. So we have to be mindful in here. Why? Because look, if we are looking at the 4-hour candles here, we could easily get a pullback down to this level and then get another move up, you know. And the beauty, since we are just we're just intraday traders, we're gonna scalp the markets. We don't have to catch a crazy move. Like, we don't know if market is gonna do an all-time high, right? But if market comes down, gives us a setup right here, we take that trade up to the 80. That will be easily maybe 100 to 200 pips if we get an extension to the 90, and that would be enough to call it a day, you know. So that's the beauty of being an intraday trader. But regardless of that, as you guys already know, if the indicator tells us to get in, we will get in regardless of anything. But what I would prefer personally, price to go down, maybe retest the 60, and then give us an entry and we can get that move to the upside. If it happens from here, it happens from here, but I would prefer that pullback because we would retest this area and then get the move to the upside. And if we move up without giving a long, then we can get the short up in this area maybe, because today it could be that both sides play out, you know, because we have a serious range. Anlık bias nasıl belirliyorsunuz? structure'a göre, trend'e göre, intraday trend'e göre, session'lara göre. Mesela London şu an yukarıya doğru gitmiş. O yüzden pullback alıp aynı momentumla, volume'la çıkmaya çalışıyoruz. Week's been alright, just not many setups to take. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I guess it's better to preserve capital on weeks like this. Yeah, we could say that. I mean, if we look at, I think Monday was an amazing day for us. We on Monday we had this buy up here, re-entry right here, and we're riding this thing. Beautiful day. Tuesday was on stream, if you guys remember. We had like a 1 hour and then it came back to break even. Okay, nothing crazy. Yesterday, you guys were here already. So you guys already know what happened. We took this buy right here and then another buy, which got wicked out right here. But it depends on your broker if you survived or not. But it played out in the end as well. So it's not a crazy week, but it was also not a bad week. It was actually a pretty good trade week for us for now. So let's see. Why so much analysis and not just trade on the back of poorly manipulation candle? I mean, we have to talk about something in the stream, right? Like, if we just sit here and not talk and just wait for long short, it would be kind of boring, or no? So yeah, but you're right. Like I mean, I would not just take a trade based on a manipulation candle because you can get trapped really easily. But as long as the indicator is giving a signal and it makes sense for us as well, we will take that thing any day of the week. Yeah, let me push this a little bit more. Yeah. And one thing that I can recommend to every single one of you guys is get yourself a hobby outside of trading. If you are a full-time trader, especially, you know, especially for us scalpers, it's really important that we call it a day after the session is done. It doesn't matter if it's a winning session, losing session, especially if it's a losing session. You need a hobby that can that can be a distraction for you, essentially. For example, what am I gonna do? After the session, I will go to the gym. I will train, not lifting weights, but it can be anything, you know. It can be anything. Just get yourself a hobby, especially as a scalper. It's very, very important. And for us traders also, we have to be really, we need to focus, you know. And if you are exercising, your body will be sharp, you know. Especially if you're doing like some kind of a martial arts, man, that's crazy. Because every single one of you, like if anyone is doing some martial arts, if you're doing sparring, you are not thinking about anything. You're just focusing that one moment and yeah, trying to be better, trying to survive, trying to win, you know. And then you're not thinking about the losing trade that you had. So it's a good distraction. No, I'm asking from the perspective of how does analysis complement the indicator? Analysis can be useful if, for example, the indicator is giving an entry, which may be, for example, this one. It's a counter trend trade, right? And after like such a big move, I have such big volume, intraday volume from London session, super bullish. I mean, this was a 300 pip move, right? More than 300 pips. And I know, okay, like a small 5-minute candle like that will not be enough for me to correct this move. So I have to be mindful of that, you know, So yeah, it all comes to that essentially, I think. Let me see how this looks right here. It's not really that visible, I think, but yeah, we'll be fine. How do you manage your trading psychology? How did you avoid being a revenge trader? Korai's MetaView. Bro, to be honest, that is something that is tough, but not impossible to overcome, because at some point you will have enough pain, you know? Like if you went through enough pain, then you will you will be just tired of the whole cycle, you know? And at the end of the day, we as traders, our whole goal is to make money, you know? And sooner or later, you know, you're realizing, okay, this thing is not gonna make me money, and if I want to make money, I have to stop doing that, you know? And especially if you're a full-time trader, there is no place for that, you know? And if you have commitments, you know, you have liabilities, you have a rent to pay, you have a car to pay, you have a family to take care of, you know? For example, me, I have like I have things to pay, so I cannot be playing around, you know? So yeah, maybe, you know, if you're living with your parents, or you don't have many bills to pay, or you have a big cushion, you know, if you have big savings, you rely on those savings, and that's why you are playing around, you know. But if you have to perform, you know, it doesn't matter, like you can be in debt, you can be in whatever, you know, but if you know you have to perform, you cannot play around, then you will not do those kind of things. But of course, we are human, and that's why you need things to prevent you from doing that. So yeah, that's why I said, like, be in your session, and after the session, call it a day, go about your day, and don't trade, you know, don't try to make that loss back, because at the end of the day, one day doesn't mean anything. So just because you lost on that one day, you can make that back the next day, you know. So and at the end of the day, one singular trading session has probabilities, but if you rely on that one day, it doesn't make sense, you know, because you can have a losing day, but tomorrow there will be much better probabilities, much better trading conditions. So why risk it on that one session and revenge trade and lose everything, you know? It doesn't really make sense. And what I recommend also, make sure you have like maybe a trading friend, or if you don't have a trading friend, maybe it can be your sister, your brother, or if you are married, you have a girlfriend, you know, someone who can keep you accountable. That's very strong. For example, me and Hamza, we keep ourselves accountable. You know, Hamza can check me, I can check him, you know, and we both know if you took a trade which was valid or not valid, you know, and we always check each other's trades, you know, after the like, for example, the week is done, we journal and we say, okay, what did you do, bro, and what's your results, whatever, you know. So things like these are big blessings, and you should do that. Why not enter right now, since the last 4-hour candle closed was MC? What's the case for entry, and what's the case for not entering? I'm not a swing trader, bro. I mean, if you look at the 4-hour candle, this thing is 400 pips in volume. I have zero interest in getting into this trade. Why would I do that? I need at least 800 pips to the upside. It doesn't make sense for me. Why would I do that? Planning to take a buy trade on GJ. Your thoughts? Let's see. GJ. I mean, you are in a bullish trend. I'm not really trading GJ, but from the timing, maybe I would wait for NYC, to be honest. You have around like 5 minutes for this 5 minute of 1 hour candle to close. I would not get in before that. Because once this closes strong above this area, closes the imbalance, then you could get in on a trade, and I think then it would be a valid trade. Look, the indicator is also giving the long signal. How many pips is this thing in volume? 24 pips. Yeah. That would be my thought on that. But I don't really trade GJ, so I'm not sure, but NYC can be the play. It was a great sharing. Thank you for your experiences. You're welcome, brother Koray. Planning to okay. How about NQ? NQ. Give me a second. I'm gonna check NQ. So NQ all-time highs. I would wait for a pullback. I don't know what you're looking for, buy, sell, or whatever, but I would definitely wait for a pullback. In around 30 minutes, we'll have an NYC. Can do something like this, bounce down, and then we can get the move up again, you know. So we have a bunch of FEGs, so I would wait for that. Niloy, thanks, man. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. How do you automate trades from TradingView? I don't automate them. Oh, you mean the indicator? That's based on the indicator. This is something that we were programming now for the last 5-6 months. And it's about to be live, like maybe in a week. It's about to be live. And do you have automated trades too, or just purely manual MT trades? Automated trades, you mean like an algo or something? If you mean that, we don't have an algo. I burnt my hands with algos a lot of times. So yeah, not a big fan of it. We were trying to program one bot based on our strategy, but it's tough. But it is possible. We ran it back like on MT5, and the results were quite good. But we need someone to program it really, really well, you know, and you need some serious data for that. Yeah, exactly. Based on that, on that strategy, on the go. Based on the strategy, we put it on MT5 and ran a simulation. Results were quite good, but you cannot run a bot based on 1 year data, you know, because a bot at the end of the day will just execute. There is no human discretion whatsoever. My last question, does it make sense to trade the same pair every day? Do you change it? If so, what do you base your decision on? It makes a lot of sense. Trade, I would tell you, choose like two. I would choose like two assets. It doesn't have to be gold, doesn't have to be NQ. Choose two, or maybe even just one for the time being, like for the beginning if you're starting out, and then really focus on that, you know. Try to understand how the pair moves, you know, because for example, I'm trading gold now for more than 5 years even, so I've seen gold moving like, you know, like I have so much experience on the asset, like I can really anticipate how it's gonna move. Of course I have losses, and it will always be there, and sometimes even I feel like, okay, that didn't make sense at all, that move, you know, but that will not be the case often, you know. But usually for me, I love trading gold because I just have so much experience on the asset that I feel so comfortable on it, you know. And since like 2 years now, pretty much, a little bit more maybe, I'm trading NQ as well, and that's also going amazing. So that's 100% something that I would recommend to you, Cora. Keep it on one pair, one asset or two, and that's it, bro. You will see like your results will change massively. I can for sure. Yeah, the camera froze, I think, again. Like, I have no idea why this is happening. We are on OBS now, and it's again the same exact issue. Ya kamera dondu yine. Yeah, if someone has some knowledge in this and can help us, maybe it will be amazing, because I have no idea why this is always giving us an issue like this, you know. Yeah, it's heating up or something. I don't know, but yeah, very, very weird. Yeah, it's tough. Unplug and plug in again. Yeah, I don't know. It's overheating or something, and it's just a simple webcam, you know, Logitech webcam. It should be fine. And the PC that we are using is also a monster, so that should not be the problem, you know. Ya çıkarıp deneyeyim mi? Monitörün şeyi olabilir. Yeah. Whatever. Let's continue. Thank you, Cora. Yeah, you're welcome, bro. One pair, one session, one strat is all you need to balance. Exactly, brother. Exactly. Like, I cannot emphasize on that enough. Like, many people try to, you know, overcomplicate trading, and they have a loss on one day and try to, you know, trying to change everything, and that's not a good idea, you know. Do we have a trade today? Not yet, brother. If we would have a trade, I would tell you. And if we're gonna get a trade, I don't know, but probably yes. Look, the analysis what we had before the session was what? Get a pullback on the 60 level. We are getting that now. So if we can get form a setup in this area, that will be amazing. And we will capitalize on that, you know. That's why I have the long setup here, because I am very, very interested in taking a buy from this area. As I told you guys in the analysis at the beginning of the stream, you explained it so well that I don't want to ask you a question. If this pending trade goes negative, will you reverse your bias? What do you mean pending trade, bro? I just have this long position like this, you know, but I'm not This is not a trade that we're in. It would be nice. It would be a sniper right now, but we're not in that. I want to buy within this area. That's the goal here. In around 25 minutes, we'll have NYC. Let's check the 15. Okay. So it looks like the 1 hour FEG is holding up quite nicely. Yeah. Oh, and the 1 hour candle closed beautiful. I didn't even see that. Okay, that's very nice. That's very strong, by the way. The 1 hour candle right here is very strong. If you flip the chart, you would, yeah. This looks really nice, by the way. Like, if anyone is in the shorts here, I would hold that. It looks pretty strong, to be honest. Now it will show, you know, if it's strong enough or not, because we are now at the daily imbalance fill. And just really quickly, guys, if any one of you guys have experience, you know, like, and knows what we can do with this webcam, it would be nice. You can ask us, you can tell us in the Discord, you know. Because right now, I think, yeah, it's not even showing because it's overheating like crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. And guys, if you are not trading with anything right now, right here, Funding Ticks has a crazy discount right now, like a really, really nice promotion. $50 all in for a 50K futures account, 35% flash sale with the code BROS. You guys will also support us with that. So go ahead and capitalize on that, because I personally think for scalping, futures is the best, and Funding Ticks is really innovating like the futures space at the moment. And also the CFD prop firm is really good. I when I started my prop journey, I started with them, and yeah, I never had issues, to be honest. They were about to shut down like about 1.5 years ago, when everyone had this issue with the MT5, and they are the only firm who came back from that. Many big firms shut down from that, you know, and they came back, and yeah, I think that's pretty impressive. I think with FTMO they are sharing the #1 spot at the moment. Anyone in here is trading futures, or is what are you guys trading? Futures, CFDs? Bundan da sıcak geliyor galiba. Take profit. Thanks. Bought some Euro USD and Q. What do you mean? Euro USD NQ. You guys are trading that right now or what? Hold on. Okay, we are back with the cam, guys. It's a bit of an up and down in here, but let's go. It's back. So, yeah. Euro USD, let's check Euro USD. Not even trading that thing, but yeah, Euro USD heavy drop. Yeah. Yeah, interesting enough. I'm not even trading this asset, but the win rate right here is showing positive. So it's actually quite high, you know? And this is not look, guys, this is not something that I can fake. 90 trades, 67 win rate, 51%, 63, 53. Statistically, the indicator is proving that the strategy is profitable on the 30-minute time frame on Euro USD. Long here, TP here, and this is only 1-to-1, by the way, not even 1-to-2. Crazy. I'm not even trading the asset, so I might trade it. You know, I mean, the way the indicator is showing, I might trade it actually. Pretty crazy stats. GBP USD 57% win rate, 62, 57, 68. I mean, crazy. Really high, because you guys have to think about this. This is statistically, you know, it's a fact. It's not something that you can fake or something, you know. It's like, yeah, numbers don't lie. On golds, 31 trades, 60%, 71, 60, 80. Even let's check the 3-minute. Wow. Okay, I was not even aware of this 3-minute time frame of win rate. 80% long, short 100, bull trap 100, bear trap 66. This is a 3-minute time frame. Wow. Okay, that's crazy actually. That's actually crazy. Yeah, yine frozen, yeah. Unlucky. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Bit unlucky with the cam, but doesn't matter. We continue. Skort attım mı bro? Yeah, let's check NQ. Take profit is saying NQ. Let's check NQ. Yeah, funny, right? The pullback that I said is coming in, and it's not even NYC yet. Let's check the 3-minute here. Wow. 66, 60%, 50%, 80% on a 3-minute time frame. Oh, that's super strong. Let's check the 15. 52, 50, 60, and 69. Wow. Crazy. Really crazy win rate, to be honest. You guys have to just think about this. Like, this is... like, if you would just follow this, you would have been in profit for the last 73 trades. Quite crazy. Really crazy stats, to be honest. Really crazy stats. Yeah. So, did anyone of you guys took the short right here? There was even this bull trap apparently. So the indicator is showing this trade right here, which already hit TP. Wow. Just crazy, crazy stats. So in about like 15 minutes, we will have NYC, guys. NYC will be coming in. Let's see if this short right here on the 3-minute works out. And what do you guys think? Like, do you guys want us to be like on the 3-minute, 1-minute for the stream? I think we would take like many, many trades, but I guess it moves according to a higher time frame, not 5 minutes. What do you mean? These trades, like on every trade that the indicator is showing, the trend is included, guys. Because we do have parameters for that. So the trend is included on every single trade. And there has to be specific parameters so it shows you the short, for example. So if it's showing you a counter trend, a lot of times it is pretty strong, you know. I'm talking about the bull trap. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it's in the 1 hour FEG. Bearish FEG. Let's check the 1 minute. Probably win rate will be pretty bad. Yeah, it's still okay. For a 1 minute is still okay. Yeah. So let's see. Let's get the likes up, guys, and share the stream with your friends, family. We might get in a trade at any given point, so share it with everyone so no one misses the trade, you know. If we win together. If we lose together. So yeah, we're retesting the 16 here. The daily imbalance fill held up quite nicely, and we are bouncing now in between. Let's see if this 60 is gonna hold up in here. Yeah, pretty tough, guys. Yeah, the cam is still frozen, unfortunately. Yeah, the cam is again here, bro, but I don't know if it's gonna freeze again, but it's a bit of a problem, but yeah, sorry for that, guys. It's probably gonna freeze again, but what can you do, you know? I really have no idea, to be honest. If you guys know what we can do, you guys can tell us, you know, and we could maybe fix that, but I don't know. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna keep on dropping in here. Retested the 60. And it looks like it will keep dropping. We don't lose. It's either we take profits or we're taking lessons. Exactly, bro. As a day trader, you never lose. You either earn or learn, as they say, you know. But of course, many people have to develop that mindset, you know. But if you develop that mindset, then you're good to go. The camera can't handle the elegance of your glasses. Yeah, that's a pretty good assessment because it froze again. Yeah, kind of sick of it. I'm just gonna leave it now. But yeah, it's frozen, but we're gonna leave it there for the engagement. So it looks like we are holding the 60 and the daily open, and we're gonna see a continuation to the downside. From what I'm seeing, it looks like that's gonna happen in here. And this short on the 3 minute shown by the indicator probably will work. If we come down to the 50 and tap the FEG right here, that can also be a very nice area to buy from. But let's see. Yeah, any one of you guys are in a trade, or what do you guys think about gold at the moment? Yeah, quite slow. I think in around like 6 minutes we can get in some volume. We will have NYC coming up from the 60 right here down. It's around 50 pips on this short right here on the 3 minute. So let me know, guys, if you guys want us to take the 3 minute setups as well on the stream. I think that would be quite interesting and would keep the stream really active. Of course, it will be quick, you know. You guys have to be quick on your hands then. Okay, so Cora is saying let's wait Let's wait. 3649, 3646 reaction. Yeah, that's pretty deep. I mean, I think like if we start to break these areas, if we start to break these areas, I do believe that it will correct maybe the whole move, you know, and this 4 hour will become a trap in here. So, and the 1 hour also was very strong. The short is in play. It's also in play on the lower time frames. So yeah, I mean UJ off of the London low. We have around 2 minutes. Gonna check UJ for you really quick. Wow, UJ is pushing like crazy. Okay, 15-minute manipulation candle with pre-NY. Beautiful trade. 30-minute FEG, 15-minute manipulation candle, 1 to 3. Beautiful. Beautiful trade, bro. Congrats on that one. There is indecision candle. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So you mean that the doji is getting swept or what? So yeah, let's see, guys. Let's see. 2 minutes to go for NYC in here. Let's see what's gonna happen in here. Last 2 days of the week. So let's get ready in here. And also, by the way, let's check NQ. Doesn't have to be that we trade on gold. We can also easily get a nice trade on NQ in here. Right here, NQ gave a setup during London. Beautiful. That is something that happens a lot after FOMC. London is very, very clean. But I do believe that gold can give a really nice setup from here. A really nice buy from this area. We are correcting like the 50% of this whole move. Yeah, pretty much the 50. So if 30 minutes for the 4 hour to close, if this is going to be the bottom wick, this will be probably the final frontier. I told you guys already, the 50 is heavy. So this will be the key area. If we break the 50 level in here, most likely we'll correct the whole move. But if we hold this level, we will see some really nice moves to the upside. So let's see that. Taking buys right here, aggressive, can be quite dangerous, but also can play out really, really nicely, you know. But I would recommend to wait another 20 seconds. Let's see what NYC is going to do. And we'll go from there. 30-minute is going to close heavy. The 1 hour setup already hit TP, by the way. So that's quite interesting. You were risking around 86 pips for 100 pips. Pretty good. Pretty good. So NYC coming up. Let's see what's going to happen in here. Probably take the low first. Let's see if we will see a continuation to the upside or we will just keep on dropping in here. If the bullish move is real, this will be the pullback in here. Let's see it, guys. Let's see it. Also, we will check really quick the indices in here. NQ, 5-minute manipulation candle. We're not getting the short because we are in bullish AOIs. Look at that. YM US 30 already giving the short in here. So, and that looks quite good to play out, to be honest. But it's already going. But if you are in this trade, hold that thing. So 50 got tapped in here. Let's see it. Let's see it. I'm not gonna lie, bearish momentum looks quite strong, to be honest with you. Bearish momentum looks quite strong. So maybe we will actually correct the whole thing. But look at this. So if we will build up the longs, it will be from here. We are tapping the 50, also the FEG fills. So I still think that we could potentially build up something from here. But I want to also look at the indices because if we build up the longs, I don't want to miss the longs in here. Right here on NQ, we have a long building up that looks really, really nice. YM, really, really nice. So let's see. I think, to be honest with you guys, let me check the daily. Which one should we go? Probably gonna go with NAS, with NQ, because it's holding up very, very strong. So get yourself ready. We're about to get into a trade. If we see the manipulation candle closing, we will bounce into these longs right here. And I will take this trade right here. So get ready, guys. Get ready. YM is off the charts. YM is going short again. Oh, wow. Look at that. NAS is super strong. 50 pips in a stop loss. I am getting ready to get into this position in here. We will not hesitate whatsoever. 15-minute is also going to be a manipulation candle. If it's a loss, it's a loss. But if this candle closes as strong as it is right now, we will take this long and not hesitate at all. So let's go. Let's see it. 1 minute to go. Let's go, NQ. Give us that beautiful, beautiful closure. If not, we will not take it. Looks like it's coming back. Unfortunate. Let's check ES. ES also coming back down. Yeah. 20 seconds to go. If not, we will wait for the 15 closure. We will wait for the 15 closure and go from there. Because the win rate on the 15-minute is much higher, you know. Okay. It's giving the closure. Yeah, that's strong enough. I am getting into longs right here. I'm in this long. Let's see it. If it's going to be a winning trade or losing trade. I'm in this trade right here, targeting the highs for around the 1 to 2. Let's see it, guys. Let's go. Let's go. The closure could have been much stronger, to be honest. But as long as the indicator is telling me to long, I will long this thing, you know. Because a lot of times there will be human discretion and you will be maybe like, no. And you will get scared maybe to take the position, but no. This was the plan regardless. From the beginning of the stream, I said, if you get the pullback, I'll take that trade. If you get the entry signal, that's it, you know. We got the entry signal, we get that trade in, and simple as that. Share the stream, guys. We are live in a trade right now. I'm gonna type it here, NQ buys, NQ longs. I'm gonna post it in here in the signal as well, in the Discord as well. We are in the longs in here. This is the first NQ trade on stream. We had only gold till now because the NQ was not giving a setup. Give a like for that, guys. First NQ trade here live on stream. We are up about 15 points. Nothing crazy, but it will get crazy. And for the best execution, I would recommend you guys to take these kind of trades on funding ticks. Get around a huge discount, a huge discount with the code BROS. Take advantage of this. I mean, it's a flash sale. They don't have it for long. I think until Sunday. So funding pips and funding ticks is very nice for you guys, and you can also support the stream. We have around 2 minutes for this 5-minute candle close. What I want to see is this 5-minute closing above the previous 5 minutes wick. That's very essential for us to know, okay, this thing is going to push higher. We can check the 3-minute. 3-minute is also probably giving the long in here. Not quite. We didn't close above the wick. So 1 minute, 1 minute left. Got SMT on the lows. I have no idea what an SMT is, bro, but I guess it's something good. 5 minutes is gonna close in about a minute. It doesn't look that great, to be honest with you guys, but let's see. In 1 minute, a lot of things can change. I know that from experience with trading NQ. This 1 minute can now push up like crazy and then still give us the good closure. But regardless of that, then we will have the third 5 minute, and that will give us the 15-minute candle closure as well. So yeah, hopefully the next one pushes up, because then the 15-minute candle will also close strong. And yeah. Let's check gold. What did gold do? Did the shorts play out? Wow. Yeah. Good that we didn't take the buys, but there was no entry anyways. But crazy. The 3-minute setup played out. I mean, you would be up around 200 pips right now. Beautiful, beautiful trade. 1 hour MC also played out. There was someone asking me about why I don't take the 4 hour. Exactly because of this, my friend. Exactly because of this, I don't take the 4 hour trade because there is no point in that. Yeah, NQ 5-minute closed, super bad. Probably gonna hit the stop if I'm being honest with you guys. Most likely gonna hit the stop at any given point. Let's see. Let's see. And there you go. Unlucky. Stop loss got hit. Unfortunate, but part of the game. Part of the game. We move on. The 15-minute will be key now. Let's check what, yeah, ES did the same. Yeah, ES didn't close that well. Unfortunate, unfortunate, unfortunate. Yeah, the gold shorts were the play for today. Crazy drop. Nasty, nasty drop. Yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen from the midnight. If we will hold up the midnight or not. The NYC candle became a trap in here. Pretty unfortunate. Yeah, gold's about to take out the lows in here. And this is now a clear sign that maybe the trend is about to change, to be honest. Because we had a 4-hour manipulation candle and now the bullish one got trapped. So the daily flipped back bearish. If this daily closes below this daily bullish manipulation candle right here, we'll have a bull trap on the daily. So that will be really bearish, to be honest. We'll see how the weekly then closes. But look at those candles, you know. Heavy bearish candles. Yeah. Let's see how the 50-minute will close. It's around like 20 seconds. And looks like it will close below the midnight. Let's check ES. Wow, ES is way more bearish than NAS. This short, not gonna lie, looks pretty strong. The short signal is here on ES. So I think I'm gonna give it a shot here. On ES, we also broke structure. Yeah, looks quite strong to be honest. Let me check the 5. Let me see how we react off of this level, because these are actually levels that you wanna buy from actually, you know. But it's tough. That's why I said in the beginning of the stream, the session will be a little bit tough because of the areas we are in, you know. The short signal on NQ is not there. Let me check. Yeah. Not really. Short signal is not there on the NQ. Let me see what's that level on gold. Yeah, nothing. It's just the key level. It's the 30. Bouncing heavily from that level. Yeah, we'll see how ES develops. I mean, not gonna lie, the short looks super, super strong. If you would get into this trade in here, yeah, it's tough. You would have to correct like the whole move, which can happen, but pretty tough to be honest. Pretty tough. Let me check really quick. Yeah, there is no 10 a.m. news. Yeah. 'For now, it's holding up that level. Forty seconds for the M5. So look, we got stopped out, but there may be a re-entry opportunity in around 30 seconds. Let me check YM. Oh wow, okay, look at that. Okay, YM has a much better entry right here. And we are also much lower. Yeah, that looks really clean to be honest. I will wait for that. If you close, I will look to get in on that position. Yeah, I got in on the this one right here. Let's see how this goes. It didn't close officially as a manipulation candle, but we have these two shorts which are being trapped. We have the bear trap coming up. 15-minute also about to be a manipulation candle. So yeah, I have to give this one a shot for sure. Let's see how this one plays out. Yeah, momentum looks super strong. Momentum looks super strong. Let me check NQ as well. Yeah, NQ didn't do it. ES also didn't do it. YM is going. And once we break the 1 hour mark, we can put the stops at break even and go from there. $15-minute candle is also about to be a manipulation candle, which is super strong. We have 7 minutes to go for that one. And if this one doesn't play out, we'll just call it a day. Just call it a day. It was a good week. It's the last 2 days. You don't want to mess up the whole week in the last 2 days. The thing is also on YM, the beauty is that we have much more range than on NQ. That's why NQ was a bit tough, because we had not much range to the all-time high. But you never know with these indices, you know. These assets are very bullish assets. These assets were created to go up. So you don't have to overthink those kind of things. But right here we have like 300 pips in a range to the upside, you know, which is really nice. 30-minute will also be very strong. We have around 6 minutes for that. 1 hour also will close. 1 hour still has no top wick. So yeah, let's see. Just gonna let it play out at this point. My bottle in here. Yeah, thank you, bro. 1 minute to go for the M5 to close. Coming back down. That will be the last 5 minutes as well. Last 5 minutes of the 1 hour candle. Let's see what's gonna happen in here. if you're gonna push up from here or go down. So we have around 2 minutes. Let's see, 2 minutes to close for the 1 hour. Usually, like in the last 2 minutes, is when volume kicks in and it gives you the direction. So let's see if we can flip in the last 2 minutes and give a bullish close. And then the next candle with the new 1 hour open can push up aggressively, you know. Gold pullback 100 pips. Yeah. Looks like YM was like the best shot in here. So 1.5 minutes to go. It recovered pretty nicely. We have some serious volume also. The 5-minute candles are huge, you know. Once we get the direction, this thing can push up really, really heavily. So 20 seconds to go. To be honest, it should push a little bit more, you know, so we can have a stronger closure in here, because I wanted the 15-minute to be a manipulation candle as well. Close strong enough. Let's see. Okay, that's very, very strong. 15-minute candle closed like a manipulation candle as well. Yeah, now this thing will probably skyrocket. We'll go really easy to the TP now, probably. Look at that beautiful retest. That thing will blast now. Yeah, the cam is frozen. I know, bro. Nothing we can do about it. I'm just gonna leave it there still. But if you are in this trade, make sure you hold this monster. This thing will go easily to the TP most likely. I'm pretty confident in that. I would be really surprised if it doesn't, you know. But of course, we will still manage to trade regardless. Not gonna leave anything to luck or something, but that closure is a beast of a closure. It's exactly what we wanted, and yeah, very very nice that it happened. So yeah, look at the volume in here. Candles are huge. This 5 minute was 100 pips. And to be honest with you, I would not be surprised if this 5 minute also becomes 100 pips. All the way to the midnight and past that. We're about to hit the 1 hour mark. Now what we want to see is a momentum push to the upside. You know, we want to see price really pushing through this area. Because why? Because we have the midnight there, we have the 1 hour FVG there. So the 1-to-1 is hit, but ideally we want more than that, you know. The other index are also pushing. Yeah. So in about like 50 seconds, we'll have the close of the M5. And it looks like it will close really, really strong. So we would expect a momentum push at this point. And at this point, everyone should put the stop loss at least at break even, you know, because this should not come back at this point. We're only expecting a momentum push and price to break through these areas, you know. And that should be what price is gonna do. And I would also recommend to hold runners if you can, because this thing starts to trend heavily, it can go more than that. Yeah, just based on the 15 minute, we got even a better entry. 15 minute is 150 pips in volume. So if we get that, at least you're already at a 2R. But like I said, if this thing starts to trend, and as we know, these assets are supposed to trend, it will, yeah, it will be really nice. So make sure to hold a runner. We have a lot of range till the all-time high. But like I said, try to hold a runner if you can, you know, especially for people who cannot hold positions. If you hold a runner now, you will get used to holding your trades, you know, and that will be really, really nice for you for the long term. Because let's say you take like 70%, 80% or 50%, whatever, and just leave a position, you know, runner, and that goes, let's say, to 3, 4, 5, 6R, you will be much more confident next time when that trade comes, and you will hold maybe a little bit more, you know, maybe you will not close 70%, you will close 50%. So yeah, that's that. Who's in this position, guys? There is zero activity in the chat. I don't know if you guys already closed or what, but probably many people already closed their positions. But like I said, even if you're closing right now, try to maybe leave a runner, you know, even if it goes all the way to break even, it's the experience that counts. You will make money regardless, you know. Screen normal, sadece cam frozen. Still holding. I'm just watching and learning, bro, not taking anything. That's also really nice. Niloy, Deb, still holding. Salt Trader, great trade. Yeah, nice. I love how you guys are so objective. Yeah, you have to be. I mean, in trading, you cannot have a big ego, you know, because a big ego will be detrimental for your trading, because you will have losses, and if you can't handle those losses, look, we had a loss on NQ, no problem, you know, we wait a little bit, reassess, wait for the next shot, and that's it, you know. If you take the losses personal, you will have a tough time, and guess what, NQ is also going. So yeah, we just got a little bit unlucky, but that's fine. We get another trade, get the win, and happy days. So 5-minute candle closed pretty strong. We may get a pullback to the midnight again, or maybe even take out the low and then go. But to be honest, we have now 1, 2, 3 momentum candles. And if you see these momentum candles, you want the price to just keep on pushing and give you that momentum to the upside. But the pullback can happen, you know. Of course it can happen. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you want to trade your stop in profits, you can do that. It's everybody's own thing at the end of the day. So yeah, just like I said, just try to maybe leave a runner. That would be really nice for your long-term growth, especially. Even if you, if it comes back to break even, you know, for you to just gain that experience, to hold that trade through, I think it will be big, you know. I'm especially talking to people who are having problems to hold their positions, and that's the only way, you know. If you want to get confident, you need to hold your positions. There is no other way around it. And of course, that means also that you will maybe miss out on profits. But that's the game that we are playing in here, you know. No risk. If you don't take risk, you won't get anything. We have around 3 minutes for this 5 minute. You don't want to see any crazy rejection like in the last minutes, you know. Let's see what's gonna happen. 15-minute candle is also gonna close, and it's closing super strong, to be honest. For now, we don't get a crazy rejection like in 2 minutes, which should not happen. 1 hour still has a lot to go.
Because we trap sellers really aggressively.
Yeah, exactly. We trap the sellers heavily, you know, like people who got in short, they got absolutely destroyed. And this 5 minute also teased in a lot of buyers. And that's why it's really important to have a bias, guys, because we are only human, you know. You may get enticed to the shorts, but that's why I always say the indicator is fine, but if you know the strategy, you will not, you will be, you know, you will increase your win rate even more than that, you know. So that's really important.
Yeah, so the 15-minute setup gave the one-to-one already. But we are already much higher than that.
Yeah, exactly. 15 and closed super strong. Let's see if we can get a nice push in the last minute. Let's check the 1 minutes in here. We have some serious momentum. We want these candles to push up. Now, in the last minute, you don't want to see a crazy rejection. That's the last thing that you want to see. You want to see really nice continuations to the upside. Yeah, the cam unfortunately is frozen, but it does not matter. We are still making the money in here. We're still making bread, and that's all that counts. The stream is just for fun anyways, for you guys. It's just so you guys can see what we do here on a daily basis. Now with the new 15-minute open, we want to see a straight push, ideally. Straight push to the upside, momentum kicking in. If not, that's also fine. TP hit already on the 15. Yeah, W's in the chat, guys. What's going on in here? No one took the trade or what? How to get the manipulation candle indicator, brother? It will be out very soon, brother. Be patient. It will be out very, very soon. Yeah, and on this note, I think we can slowly but surely close the stream. Like I said, try to leave a runner. This thing can go more than this, you know. Let me do a quick story in here before we leave. Spam the W's, please, guys, if you took this trade. Really nice trade right here. Spam the W's right now, please. We would really appreciate it here. Trade taken right. Okay, this looks a little bit bad, to be honest, because of the short signals in here. Let's see if this, yeah, perfect. This on the 3 minute also gave it away, by the way. Longs took taken right. Wait, let me do it again. We took longs right here, live on stream, had an L on NQ, no problem, got in on YM, and yeah, still going, leaving a runner as well. If in case we hit the all-time highs, W's in the chat. We're eating everyone together. Let's go. See you guys tomorrow in the streams. Perfect, guys. I would say we can close off the stream right here, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the last stream of the week. And yeah, let's go. Let's get it. Congrats, everyone. And take care, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.